It's called ChatGPT.
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 The age of generative AI in our search engines is upon us. Just this week, both Google and Microsoft made major announcements about integrating conversational AI into their product.
The mind-blowing world of ChatGPT, a state-of-the-art artificial intelligence model that's taken over the world. From its fascinating creation story to how you can become a stakeholder and invest in this incredible technology. Not just that, but you can also discover the true value of ChatGPT and learn more about its impressive list of investors. We need to take a look behind the scenes of the innovative technology powering ChatGPT and explore how different it is from Google's AI. And we will even see our biggest question: are we close to dangerous AI? This powerful language model developed by OpenAI is making waves in the world right now. This incredible model has the ability to generate human-like text thanks to its cutting-edge GPT, which stands for Generative Pre-Training Transformer. One of ChatGPT's great features is the ability to complete prompts and questions well-formed and coherent responses. This makes it incredibly handy, with potential uses like chatbots, language translation, and even creative writing. But the training process for ChatGPT is intense. It requires a significant amount of computational power and the use of specialized processors called GPUs to handle large amounts of data. And that's not all. The team at OpenAI used a technique called fine-tuning to improve ChatGPT's performance even further. By training the model on specific datasets for particular tasks, such as customer service interactions, ChatGPT's responses become even more accurate and natural sounding. The best thing about this is that ChatGPT can refine its understanding of human language and generate even better responses as it continues to learn and be fed more data. The possibilities are endless. It was first introduced by OpenAI in 2018, which is an intelligence research laboratory dedicated to advancing AI. It was founded in 2015 by a group of visionaries entrepreneurs, including Elon Musk, Sam Altman, Ilya Sutskever, and Wojciech Seremba. However, due to his involvement with other companies working on AI, such as Tesla, and as Tesla is increasingly focused more on AI, Elon Musk stepped down from the board of directors of OpenAI to avoid potential conflicts of interest in the future.
I am the reason OpenAI exists.
How much money did you give?
I'm not sure the exact number, but it's some number on the order of $50 million.
Not to mention that OpenAI has a team of talented people hustling to push the boundaries of AI technology. This team trained ChatGPT on a massive dataset of over 570 gigabytes of text, including books, articles, and websites. It means that the model has learned the variation of human language, with that letting it generate text that's not only coherent but also natural sounding. Here are some cool examples of what ChatGPT can do, like writing poetry and songs. ChatGPT has been trained to write beautiful poetry, captivating lyrics, and even entire songs. This AI model can generate creative and expressive text that will shock you. It can also impersonate famous figures. With ChatGPT, you can also train the model to imitate the writing style of famous figures like Stephen King or William Shakespeare. Imagine generating text that appears to be written by your favorite author or historical figures. It also generates bizarre responses. It can even sometimes produce bizarre or nonsensical responses. But don't worry, it's not malfunctioning. This feature is particularly noticeable when it's given an input that is difficult to interpret or doesn't make sense. These are just a few things it can do. It truly demonstrates the incredible diversity of ChatGPT outputs. Also, it highlights its ability to generate a wide range of responses, from practical and informative to creative and absurd. However, it's essential to remember that the output generated by the model are only as good as the data it was trained on, and it can sometimes produce biased or incorrect results. We asked ChatGPT to create a song about tacos and fajitas at a Mexican restaurant, just like Tupac would write it. This is what he wrote.
Rolling up to the Mexican spot, looking for some flavor, that is the spot. I need some tacos, some fajitas too. I'm hungry as well. What about you? Tacos and fajitas, yeah, that's the move at the Mexican restaurant. We can't lose spots, it's also about...
Now, ChatGPT is quite impressive, but that raises another question. Have other companies tried to imitate or recreate ChatGPT in the past? And why would other players stay behind? In recent years, other companies have tried to create models similar to ChatGPT, aiming to capture some of its success and tap into the growing AI and language technology market. For instance, Google has developed BERT, a pre-trained language model that has received positive reviews and has been widely adopted in the industry for tasks such as question answering and sentiment analysis. And Microsoft also entered the race with its own language model, which has been well received and used for functions such as text classification and machine translation. Even IBM has released its own language model, Watson, which has been praised for its ability to understand and respond to natural language inputs. Moreover, many startups and smaller players are also trying to create models similar to ChatGPT, either focus on specific use cases or taking a more general approach. So while the competition is intense, ChatGPT remains one of the industry's most advanced and well-regarded models. It will likely continue to play a significant role in shaping the future of AI and language technology. So what exactly is the technology behind ChatGPT and how does it work? One of the most remarkable components of ChatGPT is its attention mechanism. This fantastic feature allows the model to selectively focus on specific parts of the input text when generating its output. So that is why ChatGPT can develop more accurate and coherent responses by understanding the context of the input text. One of the reasons ChatGPT is so advanced is that it's pre-trained on a massive dataset of text, as we discussed before. This pre-training step is super important because it helps the model understand patterns and structures in the language. This means that ChatGPT can generate accurate and coherent text in response to a wide range of inputs. After pre-training, ChatGPT can be fine-tuned on specific tasks, like language translation or generation. This helps the model adapt to the particular task and generate even more accurate text. ChatGPT also uses a super cool technique called masked language modeling during pre-training. This involves randomly masking out words in a sentence and asking the model to predict what the missing words are. This helps the model understand the context of the words in a sentence and the relationship with other words. ChatGPT's ability to understand the context of the input text is also due to its large capacity, archived through a deep neural network with many layers. With this architecture, ChatGPT can learn a wide range of patterns and structures in the language, allowing it to generate even more accurate and coherent text. However, this also means that the model requires significant computational resources to run, which can be challenging for some users. These features are what set ChatGPT apart from other language models and makes it one of the most advanced models in the industry. That brings us to the question of how is ChatGPT different from Google? Is it any better? Well, both platforms serve the same purpose of answering user queries. They each have their own unique approaches. ChatGPT boasts a radical course of dialogue-based, human-like interaction, while Google follows a more traditional route of comparing queries with billions of web pages to present the most relevant results. So why is ChatGPT being glorified as the Google killer? Let's see. First, let's explore the advantages and limitations of ChatGPT. One major appeal of ChatGPT is its human-like response. It's like talking to an actual expert. Plus, ChatGPT replies in the most concise manner possible. making it easy to digest information quickly. But ChatGPT does have its limitations. For instance, it is limited by the data it has been trained on, which means it cannot access the internet or provide real-time information like Google can. Additionally, ChatGPT has serious accuracy issues, which can have far-reaching implications. On the other hand, Google has a massive database of over 100 billion web pages, making it the go-to source for the latest information. Plus, Google offers multiple avenues to seek the most suitable answer. It can provide real-time information like flight schedules and traffic updates. Of course, Google has its own limitations as well. It might not offer that same level of human-like interactions as ChatGPT, and its results may not always be as concise or precise. Despite its limitations, ChatGPT is still in development, while Google has been the industry leader for over 2 decades. While ChatGPT has a long way to go in terms of development and evolution, it does offer promising alternative to text-based search. One would think that even Google is feeling the pressure to adapt and improve to keep up with ChatGPT's growing threat. Despite the hype surrounding ChatGPT, it is unlikely to replace Google anytime soon. So how much is OpenAI worth? According to a recent article from Search Engine Journal, ChatGPT's popularity has boosted OpenAI's valuation to a whopping $29 billion. Even Forbes said it. So not only is ChatGPT already incredibly valuable, but it has the potential to become even more in the future. But how much has ChatGPT increased the company's worth, and how much was it worth before it got so many users? It's safe to say that ChatGPT is absolutely killing it. According to UBS, ChatGPT has reached this estimate faster than even TikTok and Instagram. TikTok took a whole 9 months to hit 100 million monthly active users, while for Instagram took 30 months to do the same. But ChatGPT, it's on track to beat even TikTok, gaining more than 100 million users since its launch back in November of 2022.
ChatGPT that got 1 million users in 5 days, faster than Facebook took them 2 years, faster than Pinterest it took them 4 months, faster than Angry Birds took them 35 days.
Now let's see the numbers. We know that OpenAI is a private company. However, we do know that the company was valued at $1 billion in 2019, which was after the release of GPT-2 model. But it's important to keep in mind that the value of ChatGPT and OpenAI is not only based on their current users, but also on their potential for future growth and impact on various industries. As well as the company has been actively exploring new applications and partnerships to expand the uses of GPT models. Who knows how much could it be worth in the near future? Who do you think are the investors of ChatGPT? Microsoft, one of them, has invested $10 billion in OpenAI, which you probably know is the company that developed GPT-3, the largest language model ever created. This investment is not only a massive boost for OpenAI research and development, but it also means that Microsoft is positioning itself at the forefront of AI revolution. And what's even crazier is that OpenAI will become a partner with Microsoft. Imagine having the latest AI advancements at your fingertips. Businesses and developers will be able to build and deploy innovative AI solutions thanks to this partnership between OpenAI and Microsoft. This investment clearly indicates Microsoft's unwavering commitment to AI and its belief in the potential of OpenAI's technology. And let's not forget about the impact it will have on OpenAI. This investment provides the company with the resources it needs to continue its cutting-edge research in AI and brings its AI solutions to market more quickly. And despite Microsoft's generous investment, OpenAI remains an independent research organization, and its ownership structure is not publicly disclosed. But hold on a second, let's talk about ownership. You may be wondering who owns OpenAI. As a private AI research company, OpenAI doesn't have any publicly traded share, and it's funded by a group of private investors, venture capital firms, and corporate partnerships. Other than Microsoft, some of the notable investors includes Matthew Brown Companies, Bedrock Capital, Sequoia Capital, and Y Combinator. Still, the exact list of investors and their ownership stakes is not publicly disclosed. You may be wondering, how can we invest in OpenAI? Well, we got some news for you. As of right now, OpenAI is a private company, so unfortunately, it's not possible to invest directly in ChatGPT. However, there are other ways to invest in OpenAI's portfolio of technologies. One option is to invest in OpenAI through a venture capital fund or private equity fund. This can give you the opportunity to be a stakeholder in the company and potentially reap the rewards of its groundbreaking technology. But it's important to remember that investing in a private company like OpenAI is a high-risk, high-reward endeavor, and it's crucial to do your research before making any investment decisions. Now, if you're interested in investing in OpenAI more broadly, there are other options available. You could invest in technology companies like Microsoft, Google, Intel, Amazon, Apple, developing AI products and services. But if you're looking to invest in other industries that are working on AI, you could consider companies in the automobile industry like Tesla, Ford, Toyota, which are heavily invested in AI research to improve their autonomous driving technology. And don't forget about AI-focused exchange-traded funds, ETFs, such as the Global X Robotics and Artificial Intelligence, and the Arc of Innovation ETF run by high-profile money manager Cathie Wood. These ETFs offer exposure to a basket of companies involved in AI and robotics, including OpenAI's partners like Microsoft, IBM, and Alphabet. OpenAI has big plans for the language model, ChatGPT, and the future looks incredibly crazy. First and foremost, ChatGPT is about to get a whole lot smarter. OpenAI is working to improve ChatGPT's understanding of context in the world around us, which means it will be able to hold conversations and answer questions in an even more natural and human-like way. Can you imagine having a chat with a machine that understands you like a real person? It's going to be mind-blowing. But wait, there's more. ChatGPT is also going to become even more versatile. OpenAI is developing new modules for the model that will allow it to perform an even wider range of tasks, from generating code to creating original content. This means that ChatGPT will be able to do things that we never thought possible. Ultimately, it will open up new possibilities in various industries and applications. That's not all. OpenAI is also integrating cutting-edge machine learning and deep learning techniques into ChatGPT, making it even more accurate and intelligent. The model will be able to make better predictions and decisions and learn more from experience to improve over time. But here's the best part. OpenAI is committed to making ChatGPT accessible to everyone. That means creating new user interfaces and tools that make it easy for people to interact with the model. Whether you're a tech-savvy developer or just someone who wants to have a conversation with a machine, everyone deserves to experience the magic of ChatGPT, and OpenAI is ensuring that it happens. OpenAI is exploring new ways to monetize ChatGPT. That means creating new business models and revenue streams that will help ensure models' long-term sustainability and growth. So not only is ChatGPT going to change the world, but it's going to thrive while doing it. You better keep an eye on ChatGPT because it's going to be a big thing in the future. These were some predictions, but personally, what do you think? Through years of experience and research, everyone knows that people tend to use technologies in ways their creators never intended. And while other industries have rules, laws, and regulations to prevent the harm use of products, the same can be said for the ever-changing world of artificial intelligence and data-centric technologies. After all, we want to ensure that these technologies are used in a way that benefits society and not cause harm. With that in mind, first, we're likely to see ChatGPT and similar tools used in a way that undermine trust in our information environments, leading to more divided communities. But on the bright side, we will see more exciting experiments and research emerging on how we can use these tools for good while minimizing the harm they can cause. And most important, we hope we will see increased attention at the federal level to ensure that these AI systems are deployed with meaningful guardrails that protect our fundamental rights and freedoms. We can let pure technical innovation come at a cost of our society's well-being. So how close do you think are we from dangerous AI? First off, it's important to remember that AI isn't inherently dangerous. It all depends on how it's designed, implemented, and controlled. However, as AI technology advances, there is a risk that it could be used in ways that could harm humans. We know advanced AI models could be used for malicious purposes, like spreading misinformation or impersonating individuals. But this isn't unique just to ChatGPT. It's a risk with any form of technology, including social media. Another risk with advanced AI models like ChatGPT is the potential for unintended consequences. As they become more capable, it may be difficult for researchers and developers to anticipate all the ways that they could be used and potential effects. But it's not all doom and gloom. Developing AI models like ChatGPT could also create new opportunities and jobs that we haven't even considered yet. Just look at Uber and DoorDash. They've given people a chance to make extra money on their own schedule. However, we can't forget the ethical and moral questions that come with developing and deploying advanced AI. As a society, we must consider the implications of AI use and establish guidelines and regulations to ensure its use responsibly. So are we close to dangerous AI? It's hard to say, but what's important is that we're aware of the potential risks and work together to create a future where AI is used for the greater good. Thank you for watching and learning about ChatGPT. Whether you're an AI enthusiast and curious learner, or simply someone interested in the latest trends and innovations, we hope you found this video informative and thought-provoking. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more great content.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention please as we go through the following safety instructions.
Feel free to comment below and tell us what you think is the craziest thing that could happen with AI in the future.